X for a moment just to kind of give a quick update here again. Oh man, but you know what I did? In all those cases, I left the name wrong. So we'll see if we can update the title on these. So this would be 3 a.m. on both of these. Give me a moment. So I messed that up. So hopefully that will, I don't think that changes it after the fact, but we'll see. There we go. Kind of updating that there for what we're talking about at this point here. So again, some gusty winds out of these, but these are all, I'll be honest, just the fuzzy way in which these look is one of those signs that these are all kind of elevated versus what we have down south. So some loud storms from time to time, and we might have a few power disruptions out there, again, associated with those. Look at power outages, very sporadic. We'll bring it in kind of the latest moment here, looking at right now. And again, when we kind of check out the number of power outages, they're just rather unimpressive. I mean, a few people, a few rogue, wind gusts causing issues there. Nothing of significance up here in the northern part of the state. So I'll zoom back out here. Again, things more substantial down south, especially going far southwest Mississippi, where you have, again, a greater quantity of power outages there. Most locations, those numbers aren't super high. Check actual numbers there. And again, about 1,000 folks down there, southwest, the case. So yeah, there are some spots where there are greater numbers. Certainly you can tell where they are greatest. And honestly, some of what you're looking at there is, again, that tornado watch that does remain in effect for locations back to the southwest. You can see there, Franklin, Mississippi, an example, a lot of spots down there until 4 o'clock in the morning. So the headlines, this. While we do, again, have some precipitation out there, we have had some tornado warnings down south Mississippi. Most of what we have here in the northern part of the state is well below severe limits, what we call elevated storms. So no real threat of tornadoes or severe weather out of what we're seeing here. It's just 3 a.m. We're not interrupting any programming. Figured we come on, just kind of give you a little update there. So I don't want to imply too much. Some people read too much into the suspenders here. Lane wants to know, safe to sleep in Starkville? Absolutely. Go to sleep in Starkville. I'm going to turn this down, turn this off here in just a moment because of that there. But yes, you're good to go here in the northern part of the state. Watching some of these, we'll watch them closely over the next couple of hours here. There's just nothing we're terribly concerned with at this point. As I switch this over to the site down there out of Jackson, certainly farther south, greater concern. Where you see these purples on there, that's actually flash flood warnings that are in effect for those locations because of the heavy rainfall associated with that. So we do have some flash flood warnings down there. Just a sign of how much rainfall we've seen. In fact, just checking kind of the rainfall amounts while we're, at least talking about it there. 24-hour rainfall totals for some spots. Yeah, this is the concern there. When you have 24-hour rainfall totals that are, say, 6 inches or greater, that's going to cause some problems, right? We kind of check out those spots. You can get some ideas there. Bring it back up here to the northern part of the state. And as we do, you'll see that the amounts are not quite as impressive, thankfully. We don't want them to be that impressive. It's still 3 to 4 inches there in Choctaw County over the last 24 hours. 2 to 3 back toward around the Macon area. So as we kind of wrap things up again, this is just a brief little update here. Tornado watch does continue down in South Mississippi, but up here in North Mississippi, it's shots like this one here in the Tupelo area, which is just cloudy and rainy. But look at that temperature at 55. You're not pulling any tornadoes off at 55. So you're up here in Tupelo and northward, we are done. There's nothing that's going to be even remotely bad out of this. Even gusty winds. It will be breezy behind this frontal system. As you can see, we already kind of have that north wind because we are on the north side of the front in Tupelo. In fact, I can hear that rustling around outside now that I'm paying attention to it. But no tornadoes out of what we're looking at here. Okay. Our next live broadcast will be at 6 p.m. and unless something dramatically kind of changes related to what we're dealing with here, we'll see you at 6 p.m. again here in the Room to Room Weather Center, 10 p.m. Our meteorologist Gabe Maynor on at both of those time periods there. Warning you first, keeping you safe from any issues, but obviously cold weather becomes a story after this. We'll see you then.
Look at Wanda, ready to rock her big presentation. But first, lunch. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Delicious, celebratory, but is it quick? The Cobb salad. Tender oven-roasted chicken, topped with cheese. Prepared, plated, and served? In 6 minutes? Is this for real? Well, of course. Well done, Wanda. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Yes, ma'am. Life is sweet.